Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Shoe Podcast, the only sneaker podcast that is enjoying our accidental 15 minutes of fame on Instagram. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young. Yeah, I saw it got remixed. Is that what they call it? Is that what the IG calls it? A remix?
Yeah, someone remixed it, but have you checked the like counter on it, the view counter on it as of lately?
No, I have not yet. Haven't yet.
85,000.
Wow, I saw the YouTube short of it. It really popped off.
It did well. It did all right on YouTube, but on Instagram, it's really taking off, and people aren't holding back in the comments, nor should they. So,
hey,
that's I mean, most of them directed at us, but the views don't lie.
Right.
That's what I see. I see the comments. I'm like, the views don't lie. The likes don't lie.
Run it up.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Honestly, every time, and no one that left that comment is watching our podcast. I'm like 98% certain of that. But every time I see the negative comments coming, I'm like, that's okay. Engagement is engagement. Leave a bad comment. I'm tempted to start clapping back just to start getting even more comments on it. Yeah. So
don't bother with me. Don't bother with me.
That one accidentally took off. It's really the reels that you put like half a day into making 300 views. The ones that you do in like a second and you're like, I should do this because it'll be funny and I've been wanting to use this audio. Whoops, takes off.
It's what the internet likes. It's what the internet likes.
Speaking of what the internet likes, let me tell you why we're here today. You already know. Ooh. Let me tell you, the viewer, why we're here today. Back with another episode. Perfect. Stare down the barrel of it the whole time we're doing it. They love that. Back with another episode. This one's over on YouTube, as they all are. But if you're listening, I should just point it out because we're going to have the visuals to go along with it. YouTube.com/@shoepodcast. Come join us if you aren't already subscribed. And do us a favor. If you're not, hit that button. Takes a second.
Come on.
It really helps us. But speaking of what the internet likes, we're here to talk about what we like. And we're also going to talk about what we think the internet likes because we are talking about the best sneakers of the year so far. 6 months in, 50%, halfway, glass half full / empty, whatever your view is. We're here to talk about it. Top 3 each. We're not going to get crazy. End of the year, we'll get crazy, but top 3 each.
Yeah, there you go. Really got to invest in a tuxedo t-shirt for these.
Oh, we should. Or just like the fake news, like front of it where it's like Velcro in the back.
Oh, like the little bibs almost?
Yeah. Hit the Patreon. Hit the Patreon, everyone out there listening. We're trying to buy tuxedo t-shirts.
Yeah. I'll do a quick little Google search. See what comes up.
Okay. Put some work on that in the background. I don't know if you're currently opening Google. We're losing the internet here for a minute, so
yeah, I'm seeing that.
Okay.
There it is. It works totally fine until we start recording.
Until we start recording. That's naturally when it would go bad. But yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How was it for you putting together your list? Was it a no-brainer? Did you really have to like think about it?
I would say for my top 2, I kind of had it. Mm-hmm. Kind of filling in. I think I switched my number 3 and my honorable mention.
Okay.
So kind of filling that out was a little, I'd say 50-50. I'll go with your 50%, kind of theme you got going on here.
Okay. Yeah.
How about you? You felt confident with yours?
I feel pretty good about mine. I've been kind of slowly tossing stuff on here as the year's been going on, and as a new thing comes in, I bump and shift things around. So
yeah, I
feel pretty good about it where I'm at. We should let the people know we've each put together our own top 3. We're not doing a combined Shoe Podcast top 3. I don't know about you. My criteria were just like, what have I enjoyed and liked the most this year? I'm not doing like one of the most hyped and the most popular. Okay, so it's personal taste for you as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Got you. So we're each going to walk through our top 3 and 1 honorable mention. I think we'll go kind of back and forth. So you'll do honorable mention, I'll do honorable mention, so on and so forth from there. And then after we do all that, we will grab our crystal ball and do our best to mind read and think, by the end of the year, what are the top 3 sneakers going to be for the internet? Or I guess as of now. It's as of now. We're not predicting what's coming out later. As of now, what is the internet saying their top 3 is so far? We should point out, every sneaker publication right now is putting out the same episode of like halfway through the year, what's the best?
Sure.
So I haven't seen, I don't think Complex has done theirs yet, which is going to be the biggest one. I'll put it out there. As of the time of recording this, so our list is obviously in no way influenced like that, but I will be very curious to see our predictions against their list by the time it comes out. I've got a pretty good feeling it's going to be timed about the same.
I agree. I for me, it was easier to, I feel like, predict the internet's top three rather
Mm-hmm.
than mine.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's waste no more time. We got a lot to talk about here. Let's go ahead and get into it. The visuals today, I had fun with it. What's your
Oh,
honorable mention?
oh,
What's out in the alley that can't quite get into the award show
Mm,
there? That was where my head went with this one. Do you like
I
it?
like this. I like this.
There you
Yes.
go.
I would say I feel like a sleeper, which
Okay.
definitely goes honorable mention. I've talked about it a lot.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with a Jordan 4 with the women's exclusive, the oil green.
Okay.
Um, I just a clean colorway. I
Hmm.
love the. I don't even. I mean, oil green. I'm not sure.
What
A
oil? Whose oil?
more common green that you could go with it, like a moss green, or
Maybe the
a sea green,
maybe the olive oil green. You know.
olive oil green. There you go. I really like the look of it. I think it's a
Hmm.
clean shoe. Um, it's great. I love this colorway for a women's shoe. Obviously, went upsize, so the men could try and squeeze their little feeties in the bigger one. So I I liked it enough and talked about it enough. I feel like I had to continue
Okay.
to talk about this shoe.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm not mad at it. I mean,
Okay.
it's not on my list by any means, but it's a good shoe. It's a good, fine, clean colorway, I would say, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to find another way to shoehorn it back into the conversation.
To bring this one back in once more. Well, spoiler
Exactly.
alert, you're going to hear some of that from me as we go through this list here. My honorable mention of what was right on the cusp, what didn't quite make the cut into my top 3 of the year so far, has got
Right
to
outside
be
the club.
the Kith and Clark's and Adidas
Ooh.
8th Street Samba. I put the whole pack. There's not really one colorway
Okay.
that does it more for me than not. But I really like this collection because of what it represents as a collaboration, which, in my opinion, I've talked about collaborations for 4 years now, but
Of
I'll
course.
say it again. It's two parties coming together to make something that neither of them could do without the other. In this case, 3 parties. And I think this specific one, after a year or two of such forced triple collaborations where the introduction of a third party added nothing to it. I'm looking at you,
Mhm.
Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1s of like,
Will always be there.
we're just trying to like make the hype be shoe as we can. I think the thing that's different about this and that I like about this is that I think Kith and specifically Ronnie Feig are really like the only partner that could make Clarks and Adidas work together like this, you know? Um,
Yeah.
it's it's an odd mashup. It's not something I'm looking to pick and wear it for myself just because I'm not a big Samba guy, even though they're pretty hot right now. But
Very.
I just really like that they went there on this, you know? It reminds me of like, I feel like everyone, when they get into sneakers, they're like, wouldn't it be cool if Nike and Adidas did a shoe together? And you're like, yeah, but they're not gonna. But then like Clarks and Adidas did a shoe together and you're just like, it's just cool.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close. It definitely scratches an itch. I think this is a great honorable mention. Like you said, I think this is an example of the triple collab but actually being worthwhile.
Yeah.
Like I'm I'm okay with this. Again,
Right,
like you said,
exactly.
it's like all parties actually bringing something
Yeah.
to the table. So I like that. Very, very good. Again, couldn't get in the club, but I'm glad you were there.
Right outside of it. Right outside. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're on
Still
the,
had a good time.
you're in line. You're in line. If things clear up
Yeah.
inside, we could let you in, but like we need like 2 ladies out for 1 guy in. That's just the way
Yeah.
it's working right now.
Fire marshal been real on our backside for this one.
You
Sorry,
should
bud.
see the fines we're paying right now. It's ridiculous.
Oosh.
All right. Moving on though. 3rd place, bronze.
Ooh.
Bronze time.
Very nice. Very nice. Again, going with a women's shoe, going with the a Dunk Low black suede.
Yeah.
Again, when this came out, I was like, if you want Panda, just go black suede.
That's a good point.
So I was like, I think better shoe.
Mhm. Better
Looks a lot
ingredients. Papa John's.
Better laces, better shoe.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
You
There
got to
go.
say Papa John's right into the camera, otherwise we don't get the ad money from any of this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay,
Papa
thank
John's.
you.
Papa John's. Papa John's.
No, you don't say it 3 times, or else he shows up in your house and eats 37 pizzas like he did that one month. You remember when
Oh
he was on
God.
the news and he was like, "I've had pizza every day for a month now, and it's different."
I think the last time he was in the news, it wasn't. It
It
wasn't
wasn't
great.
for eating all the pizzas. Okay,
It
cancel
was.
it. Talk about the shoes. Talk about the shoes.
Uh,
Scrap it. Scrap it.
Honestly, all I could say is just a very, very clean shoe that I was like, I
Hmm.
would love to wear if I had. I'm pretty sure probably an easy pickup. Like I said, I think with all of the panda hype that was going around, I just looked at this one and said, I think this one is just giving me just a little bit extra
Hmm.
um, to deserve, in my opinion, more attention than the panda hype was getting. Materials to really break up the shoe, the swoosh kind of popping through a little bit better throughout. Funky laces, but obviously you could throw on some black ones to just keep it more clean. So you had more options with this, which for me, I think a good number three
Yeah.
to end the first half of this 2023 season.
Yeah, your number three in your honorable mention, I will say very like not the not the most hyped shoes. Not like the big
No,
stuff that sneakerheads are talking about, but very wearable for you, and I like that about you.
yeah, and that was kind of like kind of how you said at the top. When I looked at best sneaker so far, I looked at literally just personal taste
Yeah.
of something that I wouldn't like things that I would actually
Hmm.
enjoy having in my
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, very very low hitters, but I'm loving my underdogs right now.
There you
Arf,
go.
arf.
Yo, can I get Barks in chat real quick?
Barks in check for a
If you're
for my,
listening to this and you're watching on YouTube, leave a little bark in the comments for us real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, pop off DMX.
I want to see if the comments between the barks and the woofs. You know, I want to see,
Oh, comment wars.
you know,
That
where my
might also
dogs at.
that might be the Spotify poll this week. You got one option
Oh,
for what is it, Woof and Arf?
ooh, wolf, bark, maybe arf.
Arf. Okay. All right.
You know,
Check the Spotify poll. That's what we're
there you
voting
go.
on this week. I love it.
Scroll down, scroll down.
Scroll down. Just takes a second. My third place, what's coming in at bronze for me? This one was, I was pretty sure it was going to be my top three. I didn't know where it was going to land, but with other shoes that came out,
Okay.
this is ultimately where I decided to put it, and that is going to be the Nike Air Max 1 Big Bubble. I think just a great shoe. I think a very clean shoe. Obviously the first time they're retroing it since what's the year? Oh boy, I just did the unboxing on this. 80 something. Don't at me in the comments. 80 something.
Good enough.
Good. Partial credit.
Good enough.
Um
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't, just like a very clean, obviously it's the OG, it's the original. I don't know what there is to say about it that hasn't been said other than which arm, this arm, link at the top of the screen right now for the unboxing. That's right.
Hey,
That's right. Plug your own content. Milk it for all it's
there you
worth.
go.
I've been really enjoying wearing these, and shout out to CJ over at Ruckus. He doubled up on this one, and so he has one pair that he's just been wearing and beating into the ground, and they look so
Absolutely.
good. They look so good to where like I almost want to double up, but instead it's just given me the confidence to just wear mine like without any like carefulness about them. I'm just wearing them to wear them.
Okay.
So I really like them. I don't really know what else there's to say about them. I like that they were so accessible. I'll say that. That'll be my comment on them. Like a lot of people got these, and I don't know if that's more of a result of the supply was high and the hype was low. If it was both, if it was one or the other, but either way, I'm happy everyone that wanted to get them got them.
There you go. And sometimes we need that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Wow.
we need just be like, I want everyone to get the shoe. I just want a really classic shoe that's decently hyped and well produced.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this one is I think this one's a good pick. I like it as number 3. I think this is I would say probably the first hype shoe that we've had on our
That we've
list
hit
for sure.
so far. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
I will
and
say
a good place to start.
I don't know if this will make my list at the end of the year because in years past, I've normally been kind of stingy about retros or not sneaker of the year for me. Because I'd
Yeah.
rather look at new stuff and I feel like it's just kind of going back. But at this point in the year, halfway through, I'm pleased to say this is a shoe I've been really excited about, and maybe that's even amplified by the fact that I was able to get it. So, sue me.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. And I mean, to be fair, it's not like it's it's been something that happens, every
Right.
3-5 years.
Right. Exactly.
So
This is a big one.
while yes, it is a retro,
Mm-hmm.
I think well deserved timing.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you having my back on that one.
I got you.
All right, Silver Surfer, it's time for your intermission. What's coming in second place here? Kind of went with the I don't want to say it because I don't want to get sued. The not Android branded theming here, like very
Gotcha.
Tim
Yeah,
Cook theming here, There's no one
That
particular brand I'm thinking of, but
yeah, that took way too long for me to be like, what does that mean?
what does not Android
What is?
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, while this is devoid of color, I'm going with all colors of the rainbow trout. Yeah, that's right. I'm going dunk after dunk. Your boy just loves a good dunk.
This man is unstoppable. Someone come get him.
Sorry. Dunk hype does never leave my heart. And I think this is just a absolutely well done. The little touch of the swoosh being a hook is honestly just perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a great timing for it. Looks great. I get more of a speckled trout than a rainbow trout from this, but I mean,
Yeah. You want me to
I'll go
actually
with Nike.
You want me to actually
I'll go with Nike, please.
I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but if you watch
Okay.
the unboxing, you'll hear me say it. A lot of people are calling these the quote unquote rainbow trouts, but Nike in their own material, in their own copy for the sneakers release, call these the trout, and they point out that they're inspired by 3 different trout actually: the rainbow trout, the
There you go.
cutthroat trout, and I don't know if it's speckled trout. I did the unboxing; it's out there if you want to catch it. Again, link at the top of the screen. I'll keep linking
I'm
them,
going.
but
I'm going specs with this, but that's
Nike
just
speckled
because
trout. But
and again, this is just a well done shoe. I mean, I think it just looks really really classically done. It is a little close to some Beijing dunks, maybe with how that material kind of looks along it. But I think really cleverly done. Absolutely love kind of that scale look that the swoosh brings to it. A lot of different materials and color that break this one up. So just chef's kiss to it.
love it. Love to see it. Yeah. I already told you, so you're going to have to listen to it again. But for everyone else, this is the first time they're hearing it.
Yeah.
My sob story going on with these is that I got them early through Finish Line because they had them early, but they didn't have my size, so I went half a size down. But I was like, no problem. I'll try to squeeze my toes and make it fit. And, I want to get them early to do the unboxing because the only way to be relevant now is to have everything early, which is really sad. So anyways, get them, do the unboxing, try them on foot. They're a little snug. And I said, you know what I'll do though? I'll try to hit for them on the sneakers app in my size, return these to Finish Line, keep those. In the saddest story there ever was, I'm lucky enough to hit on the sneakers app in my size, but I'm cursed to have them show up once again in a half size down from what I wear. So now I've got 2 pairs of shoes, neither of which in my size. Returned both of them today, sadly. But it's
Unfortunate.
It's a beautiful shoe. This one honestly probably should have made my top 3, but it didn't. But yeah, I think this one for me is probably good contender for end of the year category of most slept on. Of like,
Good
which
place.
not a bad thing. Like if you want these, you can get them for very little over retail right now. But the theming and all the different materials just harkens back to like the age of like SB dunks going all out, even though it's not an SB dunk. So yeah, I love these. I really wish I had a pair in my size. Not worth the trouble of returning 2 pairs and buying a 3rd pair for resale and just get enough other shoes. But it's a good one. It's a really good one.
So yeah, I know we've probably asked this question multiple times, but SB or no SB dunk guy?
SB dunk guy.
You're SB dunk guy?
Sucker for puffy tongues,
Oh, so I'm the opposite.
Well, look at that. That's why we don't have to fight each other over the dunks.
Look at that. Best friends.
moving on.
All right. All right. All right.
All right, boys. All right, boys. My second place, what's taken the silver medal for me so far through the year, is going to be the Nike Airship every game. And I know what you're
Wow.
thinking at this point. Wow, this is a very Nike heavy episode. Yeah, that's the way it's going so far. But hang in
Well,
there. What's coming may surprise you. But Nike Airship every games, I've been pretty excited about these ever since I first saw them. Admittedly, some of that partially due to the hype of the Nigel Sylvester airships, but I think still I like the every game on the back more than what we were calling Bikey Air on the back, which I stand by that joke being a good joke.
Hey, classic.
Not as big of a fan of the cracked leather uppers, but thankfully these also not reselling for that much more than retail, because these were really, really hard to get at retail. They did not release on the sneakers app. They did not release at even like a lot of the sneaker boutiques. So my theory, I think what I saw happen was that like a lot of the Nike high tier boutiques got these and were not supposed to be selling them online. And some of them accidentally listed them online or advertised that they were going to be online, but then day of either pulled them or just never put them up. So yeah, yikes for Nikes. So that's why these were just so. It's funny because like they were impossibly hard to get, but they're not reselling for that much over retail, which kind of like to me is like, hey everyone, stop buying stuff just to buy it and hope that it's going to sell. You know, like we could leave that behind. It's pretty evidence that we're not in that era right now. Anyways, all that to say, I am still currently working on making moves to pick up a pair of these.
These at number 2, honestly surprising. I definitely were expecting these to be at number 1 for you. But again, just based on how much I know that you really love them. So interesting. I'll be honest. Everyone will be surprised with number 1 for you.
Everyone will. Everyone, myself included.
Everyone.
Some people will argue the legitimacy of it, and we'll discuss that when we get to it. But
yeah,
I'm very curious to see where these end up on my list at the end of the year, because I think right now I've still got a little bit of like the honeymoon phase with them, which is I don't even have them yet, but I still just really want them. Once I get them, I wonder if it's going to be like, well, now that I have them, the dopamine of the hunt, the anticipation of the roller coaster going up. How are they actually going to be in hand? How much am I going to wear them? I don't know, but right now I'm still really feeling them. So we'll see.
I have a couple pairs of shoes that were like that. The hunt was more alluring than the actual pickup. These, I think, they may have been in my honorable mention slot.
Ooh, okay.
And taking them out, but
yeah,
but I like that you got them in there.
Appreciate it. Well, let's make like Drake and started from the bottom. Now we're here. First place, it's golden time. Yeah, look at this one. This one I spared no expenses on the PNG searches. I see that. I really went all out on Bing on this one.
I see. On Bing. Oof.
Yeah. Shout out Bing. Anyone out there using Bing? Leave a comment. Let us know. If you're using Bing, you're probably not listening. You're probably listening to this on like Google Podcasts or like Stitcher, like one of the weird podcast specific platforms. Is that
you've
shots
hacked
fired?
into the Zune?
Yeah. You're probably watching this on Zune right now. Tanner, tell us what you got.
Maybe surprising. It may be recency bias. I'm not entirely sure, but I knew I liked them as soon as I saw them whenever they were coming out. This is the New Balance 610 collab with Bodega, the Trail Less Taken. Again, this just looks like a JanSport backpack. Again, love the New Balance sticking out on that. Love the pull tab, or not pull tab. The I don't know what you would call that little
on the heel.
No, on the for the laces. Lace
lock.
I guess just a lace lock.
Yeah.
Lace lock, coming in. I just love the sporty look to it. You got a great collab. New Balance has honestly just been past couple of years just been cranking out some big heaters. So absolutely love seeing this. Love that colorway that it has. Like again, just that ruggedness to it. Just absolute perfection. Makes me feel like I'm an outdoorsy lad while I'm in my AC.
That's right. Go off. Go off.
So, can I go outside and hike? I sure could.
Yeah.
Not gonna,
Yeah.
but I could.
If I had these, all things are possible, much like with our Lord and
Exactly.
Savior. Yeah, exactly.
Amen. So, like I said, this could be a recency bias for me being so far up. I don't
Yeah.
think come the end of the year it will be this high. It may fall to honorable mention,
Mm-hmm.
just to be straight up honest with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, big love for this shoe.
Yeah. I gotta say, with your shirt, it looks like you made fan made merch to go along with the shoe, you know? It looks like
Hey.
you're going to the
Well,
concert and you made t-shirts at home. And I love it.
this is handmade. This is one of one. Okay.
You can't just get this, okay? This is not on the shelf.
This ain't no middle of the mall stuff right here, boy.
Yeah, these are really good. We talked about these just at the beginning of last month, I think, because they came out
Yep.
this month. So really good one, really rugged and outdoorsy. It was one of those ones that I did consider going for, but lately more than ever, I've just tried to be like way more practical and pragmatic about like, I love the idea of this shoe and getting it and wearing it, but am I actually going to wear it? And it's just,
Yeah.
you know, it's not.
I
If it's
wanted
not
this-
something that I feel like I can match with a lot. It's a tough
Yeah.
pickup for me lately.
This was going to be. I fully expected this to be my work shoe. Like I wanted this to
Yeah.
be like I would replace the Ultra Boost that I've been wearing to work. Was a swing and a miss for these, which is not unheard of. So
Yeah.
that's where the got to get another pair of shoes because I was already hey, money was already gone.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. In your mind, it's out of the checking account already.
money was already gone.
Yeah.
Money was already gone. So if anything, saved money. Got some Ultra Boost on sale. So
Oh, you picked them up already?
yes, I did.
Nice. Okay. Unboxing on the next one.
Uh,
Might be coming. Might be coming.
come on.
All right. Yeah, I love it. I think this is a great one for top of the list so far. Halfway through the year, I'd love to see it make people's sneaker of the year list at the end, like a top 10 at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay hopeful. Bodega's been really, really good with the New Balance collaborations in the past couple of years.
Agreed. Bodega has some really, really, really sick
Yeah.
partners. So, all right. But you know what? Enough is enough. Tell us what you got.
All right. Now here's okay. I can't give a backstory. I don't want to keep you drum rolling for 2 minutes there. My sneaker of the year so far throughout the year, and you might not know this one, is the Steve Harrington and Li Ning Palm Tree Copper Patina. Now I can already hear the people. Ryan, what is this?
Huh?
Exactly. Why do you have such a bad picture of these? It's because this shoe hasn't come out yet. Now, does that disqualify it from going on the best shoes of the year so far? I was talking to someone at Ruckus about this today, and he asked me that question. He was like, does it count if it hasn't come out yet? And I say, if I take the time to make the graphics for it, it counts. Unless anyone else wants to step up and start doing the visuals for our show, as long as I'm making the graphics and editing the video and uploading it, come at me in the comments.
Okay.
And they said on the post coming soon. So for those of you that don't know, this probably flew under a lot of people's radars because literally Steve Harrington posted this on his Instagram and there's been no other mention of it. Like you Google this shoe, it doesn't come up, not even the Instagram post. Li Ning hasn't posted anything. None of the sneaker outlets picked up anything on this. It's just kind of quietly sitting under the radar. But it's a shoe with Li Ning, who I've never owned any of their shoes. I don't know how much casual lifestyle shoes they do versus like performance basketball is really their bread and butter there. But these are so cool, so crazy. If you'll allow it, I've prepared a setup to show the Instagram video because I feel like this image doesn't really do the justice.
Yeah.
Of it. Okay.
I want to say. I think you showed me these maybe last week.
So here they are. You can see there's going to be a Bear Brick edition that comes out with it there, but
it's hype beast. You gotta.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, we got to start over from like the top of the reel here. So is this? Yeah, this is the top. So they come with like that bronze patina on them, and then listen, sucker for wear away technology. But
here's the thing. Why would you take it off?
Why would you take it off to show that little bronze layer underneath? Because it's the green patina on the top.
Okay,
Yeah.
the way the video looked, and I saw this the first time. I thought you were
Look, green patina on top. You wear it away to get to the bronze underneath.
gotcha. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe it was the second one I see them rubbing. I'm like, why would
Yeah,
you
yeah.
rub away the gold for the green?
No, no,
Okay,
yeah, yeah. So
gotcha.
I love the color palette on these. I think it's a cool shape of a
Yeah,
sneaker as well to begin with. But again, releases soon. That was 5 weeks ago. There's been no updates on it. So,
well,
I have no
time is
idea.
relative.
Yeah, exactly. I
Time
have
is
no
relative.
idea how soon is, but I am so excited for these. They're at the top of my list because so far, however you want to spin it, it's the shoe this year that I'm most excited about. Put it that way.
Hey, it's our list.
We can
What
do
we
whatever we
want.
want. We can do whatever we want. But that is our list. It's time to guess your list. Tanner, you ready to look into your crystal ball?
Ooh.
Let me get the hands. You ready?
Is that more?
Oh, quick
Twilight
recap.
Zone?
Quick recap. I got the
okay.
slides mixed up. Hey. Run the recap. Run the recap. So here it is. Here it is. Well, this is the clip, right? This is the clip for Instagram. So
There you go.
here are our top 3 sneakers of the year so far. I'm coming in third place, Air Max Big Bubble. Second place, Every Game Airships. And first place, Steve Harrington Leanings. Tanner, what's on your list?
You've got my list a little bit backwards because number 3 is the black suede. Number 2 is the rainbow or the trout, and then number 1 is the New Balance Trail Less Taken.
There are so many slides here. Okay, there's so many slides. And clip it. That's the clip. That's the clip right there.
Hey. Tell us in the comments your recommended video editor.
Tell us how you think Ryan is slacking lately. He really fell off. Okay.
Hey, to be fair, it's two dunks in a somewhat similar color palette. So to be fair,
Whoops.
cannot blame you.
Whoops, messed it up a little bit there. Okay, back to the next bit. Crystal ball. Can I get your crystal ball reading with the hands? There we go. It's time to look into the future. It's time to be fortune tellers, and we're gonna guess. We're gonna predict the internet's top 3 as of right now. So,
There he is.
Tanner, you up first. Go ahead and give us your third place prediction.
In the future, I see something small. No, big, like a bubble.
Ah!
I'm thinking the Air Max 1 big bubble again. The internet loves a retro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the internet loves Nike. The internet really loves Air Max. And again, you have a retro, like you said, since the 80s, with something as huge as a moment as the Big Bubble was. So I think this is 100% making the end of the year list easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see this. I could see this on people's top 10 for sure by the end of the year.
Agreed.
At least for now, I'd hope it's in people's top 5. But I think it's tough because like I just now when I think of like what's the internet's top list, I just think of like what's the most hype and what's reselling for the most. So I don't know. Like I'm sadly thinking it's not on a people's lot on a lot of people's list, but I'd like to be wrong.
I think so. I'm hoping you'll be wrong if my
Yeah.
predictions can be correct.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I'm getting here. Let me tell you what I'm getting from the other side here.
Yes.
The people love hype. They're going to say it's the Travis Scott and Jordan 1 Low Olive, which
Obviously.
feels like it came out a year ago. Like, isn't time weird that
Yeah.
like I looked at this show, I was like, that really came out this year? It came out not that long ago even. But I think sorry listeners, I think people are suckers. I think people are suckers for Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows. And so
Right here.
that guy included,
here.
baby. So I think this is going to be in a lot of people's top list because
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, yeah.
Interesting enough, I honestly feel like what I've heard the most about the shoe is more people saying, has this collab fallen off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than hype. But I was like, I like this one almost the most of the Travis Scott collabs.
Okay.
Just a simple color, but again, I'm a sucker for like those like very woodsy dark greens.
On the neutrals.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I mean, like you said, you throw Travis Scott on a shoe and it's for sure top 3. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm sure it's in someone's list by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Back to you. Second place. What do you got?
Salute the troops. in the sky. Oh, it's the Air Force One Tiffany.
I, you had me panicking that I got the wrong assets again. When you started to salute the troops, I was like, oh no. How does that tie into Tiffany? The Air Force One. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sticker price is expensive, and typically if the sticker price is expensive, the resale price is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, nothing makes something more hype than people being able to say that they spent that much money.
So much money on
on a shoe. And then, I mean, pretty timely coming out. I think pretty funny with the Black Air Force memes kind of like resurging.
Yeah. Peaking.
So, and then I think Carmelo Anthony
Mm-hmm.
did a whole little ad with it. So
Yeah.
you got all the pieces. You got big name
Mm-hmm.
tying in, athlete,
Mm-hmm.
expensive. It's very simple. There's nothing like big or a lot to look at with it. But I think that also brings in a lot because you're like, cool, I just spent, a ton of money on this.
Yeah.
And I could wear it with pretty much anything and,
Yeah.
laugh at the people who can't afford it.
Laughing at poor people.
That's-
We love
that's
it. We love
That's what the internet likes.
Yep.
That's what the internet likes. So,
Yep.
easy enough for me.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I think this will be in people's top 10s list. I don't think it should be, but I think it will be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's boring to me.
I agree.
Coming in.
There you go.
It's sugary. It's sweet.
Oh.
It's the Nike SB and Doritos Dunk Low.
Wow.
People went, I would say bananas, but people went mandarin for these. Let me tell you right now, because I don't think they have a banana flavor. People went mandarin for these.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. People went pineapple for these. Yeah. And it's a good shoe. It's a fine shoe, but it's also like, not the best SB Dunk ever.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's clean. But I don't know. Like, I guess depending on what else came out this year, if I had to do a whole list of 10, not just 3 or 5, I could see this, I guess, getting onto my list at 10. Because, like, it's been one of the better ones. One of the ones I've liked more this year. I'm not here to lie to you like I didn't enter a bunch of raffles for it. Okay, I did. I'm not like I had nothing to do with this. Right, exactly. We'll be real.
Yeah,
I went for him.
Yeah.
But I also just, it doesn't do a ton for me, I guess. I don't know. Do you think I'm way off base? Are you crazy about these?
No. I think they're nice. I think they're clever. I like the box that you can get with them. That seems cool for that, the rare friends and family.
Yeah.
My son this is like his favorite, when we take our little snack trip.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he got a pair, and I was like, where was that news? Okay.
No. We go to the gas station. They're down low, so Dad, I get the, so he likes picking out the colors.
Okay.
But I think this 100%, this is making a top 5 list.
Yeah.
And I agree. It's fine. I like it. I think it's a good look, but it's nothing like crazy.
I think probably the thing that like just makes me not crazy about this shoe is I feel like I've just seen it driven into the ground at this point,
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
I would have loved them do like actual flavors,
That would've been
and maybe
cool.
that something, very similar to like the lobster pack that we have. I mean, there's a ton of flavors. There's a ton of different colorways that you can have with this shoe. So I would love to see them, kind of move forward with that. So, maybe some weird, GOAT Black Friday, how they, or whatever their weird thing they did. Maybe they got some sleepers. I don't know.
Do not encourage goat in their Black Friday activities. We do not stand by any of that. All right. What do you think is the most hype of the hype? What do you think the kids are going to absolutely lose their mind over?
I'm trying to imagine.
Do it again. Imagine it again.
Can I reimagine the Jordan 3 white cement?
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's like, it's a Jordan, which is, bing bang, that's a check. It's a 3, which is, early Jordan, bing bang. That's a double check. And then reimagine it. It also looks really good.
Yeah.
It's a good looking shoe. It's very
Hmm.
clean. I think it's too like mono for
Hmm.
me. But again, I'm like, this is just hitting like check after check after check after check
Yeah.
of what people would make a list. I would say probably top 10.
Hmm.
I don't think this is making a top 3, but this is, I would say you're going to see this on every single list for sure.
Yeah. And what's the best part of the shoe, Tanner? Come on, you know it. Tell the people. Tell the people. Best thing about this shoe might be on the back of it. Might be where the heel
Oh,
is.
yeah, it's Nike Air.
It's Nike Air on
no
the
jump
heel.
man.
That's what the people
No
want.
jump man.
That's what the
So,
people love.
which it seems like Nike is definitely listening because I don't feel like I've seen a jump man in quite some time.
I mean, I think because these are reimagined and like supposed to be very true to the originals, that's why they did it. But a lot of the
Yeah.
other threes and fours that have been coming out have all been Jumpman on the heel, like Oil Greens, Thunder Fours.
The Thunders were the jump man, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff has been Jump. Nike Air is very rare. That's why we like it so much.
Mm.
My only issue with this shoe and why it doesn't go high up on any of my list is just the quality control issues that I saw with it, which is like
Yeah.
some people have like hairline crack elephant print and other people have like Grand Canyon elephant print on it. And if you're really unlucky, you have both on the same pair. So
Or like
yeah.
the Nike Air is
Yeah.
on
So
like a 45-degree angle.
it's very well intentioned, bad execution. A
Ooh,
lot of the people I know got like pairs that are fine, which is great. Like if I had a pair and they were good quality, they'd probably go up on my list.
Sure.
But also I have Alma Manier threes, and so I don't need two pairs of white threes, just personally.
Understandable.
Because I don't grab
Understandable.
white shoes that much anyways.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I think, I don't know, probably the Tiffany's would be of my list, the shoe that I would want the least.
Yeah.
But just a solid white shoe is just something that I just look at and I'm just like, who has the confidence to wear
Yeah.
that? Like, that's a lot of upkeep.
I've seen people get the fits off, but it also for me
Yeah.
falls in that category of like Big Bubble is a retro, but it's the first retro we've got. This is a retro
Mhm.
that we've got plenty, though we haven't got reimagined, but we've got plenty of white cement. So
Yeah.
it's the same logic I applied to the Lost and Found Jordan ones last year. So I'm consistent.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
All right, first place prediction, top of the list.
Ooh.
What do we see?
I
see-
That's more Twilight Zone.
I see Avril Lavigne hanging out
Oh.
with Michael Jordan. And
Hmm.
he was a skater boy because it's got to be the Nike SB Jordan 4 Pine Green.
Ooh. There it is.
I
there
think
it is, boy.
so many people, I would put money down. Again,
Okay.
Complex's list is not out. I would put money down. This is their best of the year so far. And I would bet other people are going to have
Wow.
this on the top of their list. I think just because Jordan 4s are also super popular right now. And so you take Jordan 4 and you take Nike SB and you slam them together and it's like a no-brainer for hype.
Bam. Of course.
Which I think it's a good shoe. I think it's a very nice, it's a very clean shoe, but also like I appreciate all the little changes they actually made to the materials and to like reshaping it to make it a better skatable version of a Jordan 4. But I think like
Okay.
all those changes are the end of like what makes this shoe interesting to me, other than I guess two Nike sub entities coming together and working together. But it's like, the story they were telling was that we made a skatable Jordan 4. Beyond that, there's no other story that I'm aware of. So,
I guess, yeah.
I think it's cool. Maybe I'm also a little bit tardish because I had a not great experience with the release of these. So maybe there's that.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit of bias into it. But I don't know. I think for me, this is a very good contender for most overhyped. Where like, I think it's a good shoe. I could see it going on a lot of people's top 10 lists. I don't think it's best of the year so far. And if you're upset about that, keep in mind, I'm the same guy who put an unreleased Li-Ning shoe at number 1. So like,
Yeah.
obviously my opinion is pretty skewed, like I'm not the sort,
There you go.
but we're just here to talk about what we like.
Yeah, I feel like these were like the hype and the talk was so like the peak is so sharp
Yeah.
Like immediately was like it was crazy. Release was crazy, and then it was like I feel like almost after release, immediately it
Yeah.
just dropped, and nobody was really talking about this. Um, but I do think when it comes time to when all these lists are getting made, I do think this will be
Thousand
will
percent.
be making those rounds just
1000%.
because of the moment
Mm-hmm.
that the release was for this one. So
Yeah. We've said it before, but we'll say it again. Nothing makes the shoe less cool than seeing everybody else wearing it. And as someone that's been going to a lot of the Shakeback Sundays lately, I can tell you that these and Lost and Found Jordan 1s are both like a couple notches
mm,
lower in my book. Because once you get there and you see like three people with the same pair on, you're like, okay, kind of getting tired of seeing it now, you know?
not me with the lost and founds. I could see that shoe
Okay, listen, I still
five
would like a
times
pair.
every day, and every time I see it, I'd be like, nice,
I still would like a pair. I'll put that out there.
jealous.
But I'm not as gung ho about getting a pair anymore, you know? It's also like
I
because they're still like
yeah.
450, 500, and I'm just like,
Well, yeah. To me that was almost immediately with the when the Pirate Blacks.
mm,
This may have been the second re-release of them, maybe the first. I don't know. I just remember I was still going downtown when the Pirate
mm,
Blacks happened, and I just remember seeing them out
yeah,
so much that I had that feeling of just like maybe this isn't like maybe okay. It's still
yeah,
fine. Like I still like
yeah,
it, but I like you say when you see it so many times and so many people having it, you're like, oh.
mm, yeah,
But again, kind of like how we said, with the airships, sometimes the hunt
yeah,
is so exciting, and then you get
yeah.
them and you're like, I like them.
Now what?
Yeah, I'm just like, but I'm not as excited anymore.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
so
buying stuff can't fill this big old hole in my heart. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Endless,
therapy.
endless consumerism not my cure to therapy? Ugh.
Uh-oh. Cue the music.
Someone do the math. My copay versus a new pair of sneakers? Wait a minute. I'm spending way more and getting way less out of it. Uh-oh.
But people say those are cool. No one. When I
No
say
one-
I'm in therapy,
No one comes up to me on the street and is like, you've made a lot of growth lately, son. No one comes up to me like that.
yeah. Let me tell you what. My therapist appreciates my heat,
Yeah.
but no one appreciates my therapist. I do.
I
They
want
don't.
that
They don't.
t-shirt. I want that t-shirt right now. All right. So, boy, tell me I got it right this time. I think I got it right this time.
You got it right.
So,
Hey,
here's what we think the
Boy.
internet's top 3 sneakers of the year will be. I'm thinking third place
Nike.
is the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Olives, followed by the Doritos Dunks, and top of the list is the Nike SB Jordan 4s. Yeah, very
not
Nike.
bad. Yeah.
Very Nike lineup.
Which again, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, big bubble, Tiffany Forces, and then some reimagined, white cements. I
Yeah.
think, I think we got big names. We got very wearable shoes, very easy colorways.
Mhm.
So I think I would imagine most of these shoes I feel like would be on a list
Yeah, for sure. So,
easily.
that's going to do it for the shoes that we came here prepared to talk about. I will throw 2 quick questions at you before we go here. Hopefully quick questions here. Little topics.
Hopefully
to
my
discuss.
internet can handle it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It's been a rocky road, but we've got there, okay? And I don't know if it's you or me, but between the two of us,
Probably me.
Here's
I got a
here's
piece
2
of
I'll throw
hair
at
in
you.
my-
Are there any other sneaker releases coming forward this year that have already been announced or leaked that you're looking forward to? I will answer for myself. It's obviously the Leaning Steve Harringtons.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that's been rumored
Only
or
other
like has like a soon release date that I would be like, I'm very hyped for.
The only other 2 big releases that I'm kind of following for the rest of the year are the Crenshaw Skate Club Dunks and the J Balvin Jordan 3s. I think those 2 are going to be 2 bigger ones that happen in the second half of the year. Outside of those, it's tough because so many shoes get announced all the time, but those are like 2 big ones
Yeah.
I'm aware of for the second half of the year.
Okay. Not bad.
And
J Balvin will hit for sure.
J Balvin will for sure hit, which I think this is, of the Jordan collaborations he's done, this is my favorite. I still don't know that I would want to wear it, but it's the most wearable too.
Okay.
Okay. My other question for you, and who knows how long we could go on this topic. Does the Mischief Big Red Boot qualify for a sneaker of the year list, or no, because it's a quote unquote boot?
No, I would say yeah. I would say it
Okay,
would qualify. Yeah,
interesting. Okay,
I would say it'll qualify.
so you think? So do you think people will put that on their list?
Cool. Prop maybe.
I feel
Probably.
if we're gonna say that it should be allowed, then I think that probably should be in people's top 5 of the year. Maybe not from the view of what I like the most and what is most enjoyable, but if you're talking about what had the biggest impact this year, that's actually got to be probably number 1. Those took over the
Yeah.
internet when they came out. So,
I want to know how many red boots did they actually sell compared to how many did they just like give to influencers?
yeah, well,
Because I feel like I just saw influencers have the shoe
yeah.
rather than like regular degulars who are just like stomping
Yeah.
around in that red
No,
boot.
but here's the thing. People bought the pair to wear once to get a fit off and take a picture and then resold them or tried to return them. I don't know Mischief's return policy. All I know is that last I checked, those boots retail for $350. We're reselling for $250, like 100 other under retail. And Mischief is restocking them right now for $350, which totally I think they missed their window for a restock on this one. Like I think they probably
Yeah.
when they saw how crazy the hype got, they were like, "Oh shoot, we should get more of these." Place the order.
Yeah.
They're probably just now getting the inventory, but it's already the internet's that quick. They already missed it, you know? So,
Oh, 100%. Yeah. This to me, like the red boot is, to me, is just like an EDM DJ. Like when I see that, I'm just like, that's who would wear this.
yeah.
And I feel I could like get some like, oh, okay, yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I better not see anybody like just
Unless your
waiting
name
in line.
is Skrillex or give me another EDM DJ.
Shaq.
My
I
two
kid you
favorite
not.
EDM DJs. I know you're not wrong. It's like a technically not
Yeah.
wrong, but unless you're a Skrillex or Shaq, I
Hey.
don't want to see you wearing that big red boot.
There you go.
If that's the case, if we think it meets the criteria, that for me will almost undoubtedly be top most overhyped at the end of the year.
Yeah,
That thing took the internet by storm.
I would put that in
Yeah.
as a sneaker because I mean, it's like sure, is it a boot? Sure, but it's like, what is a high top? You
Right.
know, is a high top a boot?
If we're gonna allow like Salehi Crocs, is it like a Croc now a shoe? I don't know. So yeah, I get it. I think there's reasonable stretches
Footwear.
that we're all willing to make. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would agree. Oh, there it goes.
Bring him back. Bring him back. Come on,
Who knows?
he's coming back. Okay,
Oh,
he's back. He's back. Okay, I was just about to start wrapping up, and I was like, I can't wrap up if you're just frozen. Then you jump in mid sentence here. So exactly. So. Thank you, everyone, for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below. Let us know what sneaker release this year has been top of your list, and maybe what are you most looking forward to coming out in the second half of the year. If you're listening on Spotify, that's going to be our Q&A. We're going to ask you what has been your sneaker of the year so far. Leave a comment, fill out the Q&A. Let us know. If you're watching this on Instagram, leave it in the comments of the post there. I want to talk to some people. I want to know what people are really feeling. I want to get a little gauge of the audience there. I want to see what everyone's into.
there we go.
So thank you again for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. We'll go ahead and roll our socials real quick. You can find all of our links on our website at shoepodcast.com. But if you don't know, you can catch us on Instagram at Shoe Podcast. You can catch us over on TikTok at Shoe Podcast. We need to get TikTok updated. Let's talk about that. You can catch us on YouTube, youtube.com/at Shoe Podcast. And if you like what you heard and you want to support the show, you can do so over at patreon.com/Shoe Podcast. Also by subscribing to the show, following it on streaming services, giving it a little 5-star review. Please, pretty please. We ain't too proud to beg. Last but not least, Tanner, what do you got for the people? What do you want to let them know?
Drink more water.
You see me through the episode.
Too hot out there.
Yeah.
Too hot out there.
You ain't
Too
wrong.
hot out there.
You ain't wrong. Stay hydrated. We need y'all too much. That's going to do it for us. Thank you all for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Danny Young.
Catch y'all on the next one.